it's you! Welcome back to Sekai! It's been a while since we've spoken. Didn't think I'd talk to you directly, did ya? Don't worry, this won't affect your plotline. I've just been thinking about something and figured I needed a second opinion. Mind listening?
Go ahead.
Perfect. It's just the Sekai won't be around forever. Nothing will last forever anyway. But having that realization really took a toll on me, you know? I never considered that one day it'll all end. But that got me thinking. Why wouldn't it? I can't picture any ways it could go.
But what?
It all just feels too uncertain. What if there's something possible that I just haven't thought of? What if it's just around the corner? The lack of control in such an important scenario really freaks me out. But I guess all I can do is be ready for anything.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, it's all I can do, really. The only thing I can rely on is myself, and even that's pushing it. You don't need to look so down about it, though. Everything changes eventually. You can't expect anything to always be true unless you're prepared for disappointment. No matter how safe you think you are, there's sure to be something out of your control.
That really didn't answer my question, but... So, you're saying you can only trust yourself?
It's not like there's anyone else I can trust. Right?
How come you don't trust your friends?
That came out wrong. I do trust and love my friends. Really, I do. And normally, I would rely on them. But everything is different when unexpected errors appear. When anomalies come into play, everything changes. Suddenly, it's everyone and everything out for themselves. And if you get caught in the way of one's own self-preservation, they're different. Everything is like that to an extent. Animals, people, even entities like a Sekai. Whether it's with words, actions, or thoughts, everything you trust will betray you under pressure.
Sounds like a depressing worldview to have, Miku.
Depressing? Sure, it's a bit pessimistic. But that's the thing with change, I guess. It's always coming, but whenever it hits us, we adapt like a reflex. It's annoying, but things don't always happen for a reason. Errors and anomalies are part of life. It's just reality. And reality doesn't have to be fair. Even though it's natural to seek the meaning behind everything. Sometimes things just happen because they can. Random errors, natural disasters. Fate is just cruel like that.
If that's true, then what am I supposed to do?
You can look out for yourself. not much else there is to do, only build up those walls. Someone or something is bound to stab you when you aren't looking. Any words can always be your last. That's why you shouldn't let your guard down in dark times. You never know.
I don't think anybody that I know would do that to me.
I doubt that. It's the way of nature. Predators attacked in self-defense, and prey no longer trust anyone. Maybe your friends won't physically stab you, but words and mistrust can cut deeper than a blade. Who knows what they might do? Even the world itself acts to keep itself safe. When you think a friend is about to hit you, you flinch, don't you? Even if you don't think they'd hurt you, you lose a bit of trust in them. When anomalies hit, we're all on guard and might flinch easier. Sometimes at things that aren't threats.
That does sort of make sense. I kinda get what you mean.
Think of it like this. Your favorite food gets discontinued. That's our anomaly. And so, to preserve the way things were before, you find a replacement. Even if what you decide on doesn't fill that hole, you cram it in and change it so that it does. Maybe you add seasoning, maybe you remove some ingredients. In the end, you get a replacement and the consequences are minimal. In doing so, you twist the food into your own image to preserve your way of life. It becomes less about enjoying the food and more about keeping things from changing. Does that make you evil?
Of course not! How is it related?
Well, of course! It doesn't sound that bad on such a small scale. But let's take it up a notch. If an anomaly occurred that removed the core of the Earth, we would try to force a replacement in. Even after we do find a way, we have to deal with the consequences. Who's to say humanity would be able to live with that? When the fabric of our existence is threatened by anomalies, we lose sight of our original goals in order to preserve ourselves. Let's say you killed in self-defense.
Wait, I'm not too sure. Wait, I'm not too sure. I don't know.
You don't have to know for it to happen. The world won't wait for you to be ready. Speaking of which, picture this. What do you think the Sekais would do if the original Miku were to die?
Wait, no! So, she's gone. What happens now?